my name is Samuel, and today we should take a look at the set 7173 Epic Battle Set Kai vs Skulkin, which does contain 61 pieces, 2 minifigures, and do a retail retail for £9, $10, and €10. And this, honestly, is really awesome. This is one of the legacy 2021 sets, and the idea of this is that you get an exclusive ninja in a very interesting outfit. They look really awesome. I really want to add these in a ninja stand, so let's hope they are going to be screen accurate and canon, but I doubt that they will be. Yeah, these are really awesome. You get quite a lot of translucent parts, and then you get the figure and the build. So let's take a look at the build, then the minifigure this time around with these sets. So taking a look at the build itself, or builds plural, you can first off see that we have one of these spin-up pieces, which, don't get me wrong, I don't hate these, but I don't really see the point of these either. Like, I get that you can sort of battle them, but you only get one, so it doesn't exactly work. Like, yeah, you can do that. I don't know, it just doesn't work, and then it hits out the floor a bit, but still, I think that is, it's a cool build, don't get me wrong, it's pretty interesting, but still, I don't get the point in that at all. And then we have this mannequin, which I think is a little mannequin training dummy, so it looks really cool. I like the look of this. I think it's done pretty well. It's quite a simple build, but then again, it's not really meant to be anything too complicated. So yeah, that I think is pretty cool. I like the look of that. It's got the gold hat at the top, and yeah, it's got a minifigure head, and I think that is pretty cool. And then moving over to the actual shrine, it's quite a simple build. You can see just the front and the back, nothing really to it. Quite a plain build, don't get me wrong though, it's not a bad build at all. Any stretch of my imagination, I think it's actually a really awesome build, and I'm not exactly sure what that is for. I guess you can add like a ninja, but then Kai doesn't fit, and the Skulkin barely fits. So yeah, that is pretty interesting. Which, and then you can see we have this plant on the side, which is really cool, and it is meant to go back with the inverted stuff like that. And yeah, it's got a little branch, and that's basically it. Got some steps and a little flower there. So that is basically what the build looks like. It's really cool just how simple it is. I like the way that they've done that. And then you can see that we have all of these translucent parts, which honestly, that is pretty awesome. You get the nunchucks. So I believe you get one set of each. You get one nunchuck, I mean like 2 sets of each weapon to get that, which has actually both handles. So what you can do, you can grab Kai's handle. This isn't actually Kai's, but then the idea is that he can have flaming nunchucks. So you have that, then you have 2 scythes, and then 2 sets of the shuriken, which is really awesome. So yeah, I like the fact that you get quite a lot of extra pieces, though it's quite unnecessary, but there you can see that, which is really cool. So now let's quickly take a look at the Kai and Skulkin minifigure. So then taking a look at the minifigures there, you can see Kai's weapon, which looks pretty nice. I have to admit, I like the flaming aspect of it. I think it works really well for Kai. And then the Skulkin, of course, has just got one of those swords, which is quite classic at this point. But then taking a look at Kai, he honestly looks pretty awesome. He looks pretty ripped, I guess is the best term for him, which is quite funny because, yeah, especially after the beginning of season 11. But yeah, these figures look really cool. The leg printing is pretty unique, I have to admit. It's got some leg printing, sort of reminds me of what they would have done for Prime Empire, the Avatar figures, even though they didn't. And there you can see that, which again looks really cool. And there you can see the top of it with that little logo, and there you can see the back, which the funniest part is that is actually season 14 hair. So it's cool the fact that I got a chance to get it early, and everyone does who gets this. And then taking a look at the face print, I will show you this version of it just because it's easy out there. You can see that face and that face, which is pretty cool. So yeah, this minifigure honestly is really awesome. I really like the look of that. And then taking a look at the Skulkin here, this looks really cool. You can see he has some marks up there, like the little bolts that he has, and then he has his little waist belt, which is pretty cool. And then his face print, he looks pretty angry. And that head, I still can't get used to. It doesn't work exactly, but that looks pretty cool. Can sort of add that on there. It still looks really weird, I have to admit. But yeah, I like the Skulkin. Doesn't look too bad. Not the great though. Like, it looks good, don't get me wrong, but I prefer the boots and like the other heads. To be honest, like the head doesn't bother me that much. It's mainly just the boots that is my problem. But yeah, those are the minifigures. Now let's take a look at overall thoughts on this set. So overall, this honestly is incredible, and yeah, I will do a collection video of all of these at the end once I've reviewed every single one of them. But yeah, I think these honestly look really awesome. They're just nice, neat little sets, you know, they work pretty well, quite simple, quite affordable for everyone, so that is it. So yeah, thank you all for watching this video, and until tomorrow's video, I'll see you there. Bye for now.